Okay. Now, let us understand about the bad pyramid. You might not have heard about the bad pyramid. So let's understand what exactly it is. Bad pyramid primarily stands for build, attack, and defend. Now, how bad pyramid is important for any organization's infrastructure. So here you can see, as we have already learned, that the red team's objective is to attack, blue team's objective is to defend. There is a yellow team whose objective is to build. These are basically the developers. Orange team where builder changes based on the attacker's knowledge. So here are the developers or set of developers which will basically change the development build based on the attacker's knowledge. There is secure practices being implemented. If there is a DevOps team, they know, oh, the OS or the infrastructure needs to be hardened, unwanted ports needs to be closed, unwanted services not required to be run in the production needs to be decommissioned, etc. Whereas on the green hand side, these are the builders who build changes based on the defender's knowledge. Are the firewall rules need to be corrected, needs to be on its optimal configuration? It should not run out of the box configuration. It should be fine tuned with the organization's need, etc. These all together create a bad pyramid, which is important for an organization. Although the name might say bad, but this is good for the infrastructure. This is important. This is actually going to help the organization's infrastructure. So every organization should follow a bad pyramid, that is build, attack, and defend, and then learn from the activities of the attackers or the red team members that helps the yellow team or the developer team or the DevOps team to then take necessary actions. Because if they don't learn from the past mistakes and repeat the mistakes, it is not going to help the organization to increase their efficiency and productivity. Just for an example, in an organization, let's say ABC Bank, there is an application which is used to take attendance. In the attendance making application, the developer Ram created the application with bad secure practices or bad coding practices. And there was a vulnerability which was SQL injection identified. Red team identified the vulnerability that was created by Ram in the banking application, which was attendance management system. They reported it and it was then patched. Now, similar to Ram, there is one more team member who is Rahul who makes the same mistake. They do not follow the secure coding practices and they use the same dependency or the same code that is being used from internet by Ram, or the same code that is being shared by Ram to their team members or the development team. So they make the same mistake once again. The red team does the same activity, burn the same amount of energy in identifying the same vulnerability, but on different application this time for the organization. Now here in this case, the yellow team is not learning from their past mistakes. This basically means the builder team is not changing their approach based on the attacker's knowledge. Due to this fact and reason, there would be repetitive tasks that needs to be performed, which would not increase the efficiency and productivity for organization. And this is what we see generally, moreover, in all the organizations across, that the builder team does not take necessary tangible inputs from the attackers to safeguard the things, and repetitive vulnerabilities have been identified in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or X amount of applications that the organizations have. Yes. So it is very vital and important that there should be a continuous harmony between all the teams in an organization, be it the development team or the testing team or the SOC team or the DevOps team, so that the organization increases their overall efficiency. Okay. Yellow teams is the developer or the builder teams, in any given organization. Whereas here, the orange team members are the builders which are working based on the inputs that they have learnt from the attacks that has happened in the past. Hence, the color which when combined would make a orange color over here. So a red color and a yellow color combination would be an orange color. So a person who is in the orange team, although there are uh, not clear distinctions of orange team being created into an organization, but this can be very, very helpful to understand that what team members duties should be, and we are calling them as orange team members. So these orange team members primarily are going to learn from the attacker's perspective the things, so they add it to their methodology to avoid these types of mistakes in future. So the proper functioning and would be basically to facilitate the development into a much more secure manner. So that would be orange team. Now going on to the green team over here, the green team is going to learn based on the defender's knowledge. That is basically the blue team's knowledge. So if we talk about a mature organization's infrastructure, wherein there are team members who are part of the green team, let's consider them as DevSecOps engineers, which work on the development, security, and operations part. So these members are going to take continuous inputs from the team members who are the defenders, that is the blue team, and then implement those suggestions that have been given by the blue team in the organization. That would be, for example, hardening of the infrastructure, closing unwanted ports, not running out of the box security solutions, fine-tuning them to their optimal stage or optimal configuration, etc. So that would be a part of the green team. Now, what is purple team? Purple team is the combination of red and blue color. That is red color, red team and blue team. So the purple team is going to basically do the activities of both, that is red and blue. So here defender changes based on the attacker's knowledge. So here the defense that is going to happen by the purple team member is going to happen based on the inputs that has been received from the red team. That is basically what are the new ways that the attacker would attack. So if there is a firewall configuration or a policy that has been implemented and the defender knows that this is not the right configuration that has been written, a red team member can easily bypass this firewall rule because this regex that has been written is not very strict. Let's consider this example. So a purple team member would know now, oh, a red teamer would easily bypass this with maybe a wildcard character or maybe a empty substitution of variable, etc. This is just an example. So their defenses would enhance based on the inputs that they have learned from past based on the attacker's knowledge. So the defense system becomes much more stronger for an organization.